So, start again. All right. Cooking with Victor Jesse, Season 1, Take 4 or 3, Episode 2. So, I'm rocking my Superman apron. I got my representing Star Trek and Disney because I love them both. And I've had this apron for a long time. It's been through a number of washes. I picked it up in Lake Tahoe at the Warner Brothers store many, many ages ago. So now that we've got that taken care of, whew, I'm hot from all this nerves because you know I get stressed out trying to do this. So, all right, here we go. Lasagna, dairy-free, because I'm lactose sensitive and I wanted to find something very healthy. There's a restaurant here in Palm Springs called Nicolini's, right? Nicolino's, and they make a wonderful Diablo lasagna. But when it comes to the table, it just looks like I'm about to put 10 pounds, okay? Because you know it's loaded with cheesy goodness, and it's like, oh God, I'm so full after. But this lasagna is actually going to be pretty good because of the substitute of the cheese with almond milk ricotta. You won't feel so bloated and heavy when you're done eating it. Okay? All right, so let's get going with the ingredients. Here we go. So I have my oven preheating to 400. I'm going to get my pot going. So, how's the video looking over there?
Good.
Oh, thank you. Doug's my technical director.
I didn't do so well.
Well, this is only video too, so what can we say, right guys? Alright, so medium heat. Now we're going to use some extra virgin olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. Yeah, I figure at this point there's no point in me starting and stopping again. Good gravy. So let's just let that heat up for a minute. Oh, and I'm going to get my meat in. So I'm using, instead of ground beef, I'm going to use ground turkey, and instead of pork sausage, I'll be using turkey sausage as well. Are you able to see the comments then?
What?
Are you able to see the comments okay? Oh. Oh, and if you guys don't have your drink, pour yourself a glass of wine, whatever. This is Rose Kennedy vodka cranberry. And you would think I was drinking earlier because I couldn't get this camera going, but trust me, I wasn't. Okay, that looks nice and hot. So first thing I'm gonna do is dun, 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 add onions, garlics, carrot, and celery, and the bay leaves. Let cook 5 to 7 minutes. Alrighty. So we have our celery.
Dwayne West is here.
Hi, Dwayne West. Who else is here?
Kendra.
Kendra. Hi, Kendra, baby.
Marjorie.
Hi, Marjorie. Carrots. This is roughly 1.5 cups of carrot and 1.5 cup of celery. Oops, that's loud. You know Gary Smith is going to comment about my loud dishes. Oh, and I'm not going to bang the spoon because I was told about that too. But no, Gary's a good guy. I like making fun of him a little bit. Just all in jest. Good humor. So this is 1 sweet yellow onion diced. So now I know you guys are going to give me flack for having the camera the wrong way, I'm sure. And that's fine. Let's see. Garlic. Oh, we gotta add some garlic. Stir. I'm going to use about 2 teaspoons. I'm not using regular measuring spoon, I'm just using kitchen spoon. Let's go for 3. Garlic's always good, right guys? And bay leaf. 2 bay leaf. Come on out, you two. I don't want to crush it too much. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Just gonna keep sauteing them until they soften down. Did that come up okay, Doug? Were you able to see the food in the pot?
I didn't.
Oh, it's probably delayed still.
Yeah.
So how's that though? Am I still
Yeah.
On-
It shows it.
on position there?
Yeah.
Okay. And the camera is looking good. Alright. I'm actually gonna, after I get the flavor of the bay leaf, I like to pick out the big pieces because these are no fun to chew on. So you're just basically getting the flavor of the bay leaf out of there. There's another one. Get those out. And there's my oven. It's ready to go, but unfortunately I'm behind. So looking pretty good. I think a few more minutes.
Dwight said we got a new chef, Julia Child.
Yeah, I don't think I'm quite Julia Child. More like Hot Mess Child. Oh well. Alright. Alright, now these are all nice and soft. Now we're going to add the meat. So I'm using ground turkey instead of ground hamburger. Alright, the meat ready to go. Oops. Get back here. And then it's sausage. Okay, so I'm going to use sausage, turkey sausage, that is, in place of pork sausage. Okay, so out of the case you go and into the pot. Alright. This is always fun. Get in there. So I'm going to do... I think I'm just going to do 2 sausages. That should be enough. In you go. Come on, baby. Get in there.
Christopher said hi there, honey. Just wanted to pop in and say hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Christopher. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Okay, so let's get this meat cooking here. So while this meat cooks, let me say something about me. I'd like to say that, you know, people that know me know I'm an extreme extrovert, not shy, talk to anyone, you name it, outgoing. But now when it comes to this, it's a whole different show. This definitely makes me nervous to do this. And I think that's because I know that doing this, I'm putting myself out there for people to, you know, be mean or whatever. So I'm trying to get past that and just say, you know, let me just do this and hopefully it's going to go good. I mean, just got to be positive. So when I was first asked to do this, my first thought was no. Because so many things can go wrong, and I can totally be my own worst critic. I don't know about you guys, but I know I can be hard on myself and judge myself. So I'm trying not to do those things and know that this is just for fun and just, you know, do the best I can with it. Because as you saw already, top of the show already was a hot mess with the camera situation. And also I've learned to laugh at myself and just don't take myself too serious. It's not that important. There's other things that are more important than worrying about, am I going to be good enough or perfect or whatever. It's definitely not worth it, the time and the anxiety to do that stuff. So this is coming along nicely. Smells amazing. I know, like Rachel Ray always says, they need to invent smell-o-vision so y'all can smell it. Okay, meat is coming along nicely. And look, Gary, I'm not banging the spoon on the pot just for you, honey. Alright, that looks good. Let's see, what's next here? Add sausage, blah, blah, blah. Alright, now I'm going to add tomato paste. Six ounces, 1 can of tomato paste, in you go. And you know what, project. I wanted to do the put an Anaheim pepper, and I totally forgot to chop it up, so I can make it spicy like the El Diablo lasagna. Would you mind? I'd be grateful. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Now I'm going to use these fire roasted tomatoes.
This one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Thanks, dear. I can get the iPad so I can see the comments over here, if you don't mind. I can put it right here, I think.
It has to go this way.
Oh, it has to be that way to see? Or to see comments?
Yeah.
Tip it to the side. So it looks like Batman view. Alright. So, tomatoes, tomato paste. Yep. So thanks to a tip from Patricia, I decided to take recipe here instead of linking down, so it makes it a lot easier. And lasagna, you know, I've made lasagna before, ages ago, but it's always good to have a reference with the recipe. And then, of course, you can always change, add this, add that, adjust this, adjust that, according to taste. But this one's pretty good though, I like this recipe. And like I said, Doug's chopping up, Doug has an Anaheim pepper we're gonna put in here, which doesn't call for it, but we're going to go for that Diablo flavor, spicy. So that looks good. So what I'm gonna do is drop this to low heat real quick while I chop up this pepper.
Should I freeze these?
Yeah, please. So I'm using one Anaheim pepper. Trying to do this as quick as possible, so that way this video doesn't go on forever. Any comments? None? Julia Child, that's funny. Oh, you guys, I also have, I have a YouTube page too, that if you guys want to follow me there. I'm uploading videos there, so you guys can have access to closed captioning if you need that. So if you go, I can put a link in there if you guys want to go over there. And if you like my crazy cooking, then definitely hit like and subscribe, because that'll help me out. I can't do Facebook Live or YouTube Live, excuse me, because on my phone I have to have 1,000 subscribers, so I'm not sure if that'll happen, but you know. Alright, that's good enough. It doesn't have to be super chopped. Alright, in you go, guys. Now see, if I hadn't forgotten about the pepper, I would have chopped that up and then I would have softened them at the same time I was doing the carrots and celery. And then mix. But that's okay, these are going to cook up nicely in the oven. All right, let me check to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see, what am I missing? Dried oregano. Oh, I didn't put my oregano in. Hi, Sebastian. A dash of oregano. Dun-dun-dun. That looks good. Darn these readers, you know, you guys, I had LASIK surgery done in 2006 and it lasted about 13 years. Pushing 48, I had to start grabbing these things so I'm not like trying to read to the floor or I was getting old. What can you do, right? All right. Okay, let's see.
Somebody said something.
Who said someone? Oh, I see some hearts. Geraldo. I was on break, so I did chime in for a second. Oh, thank you. Hi, Geraldo. It's good to see you. All right, let's see what do we have going on here. Okay, so this part I already did, the ricotta, so I used almond milk ricotta that I got at Whole Food, and the recipe calls for 10 ounces of frozen chopped spinach. So what I did was I bought a bucket of baby spinach and then sauteed it first and then dried it out really good with a paper towel and then mixed with the ricotta. Let's see. So actually, yeah, I think this is good. I can actually turn that off. Turn this off. It looks good now. Smells just amazing. Let me tell you. Smells delicious. So, all right.
Diablo.
Victor's Diablo Lasagna. I don't know. Victor Jesse. That's I think I'm supposed to say Victor. Like I said, if you can't make fun of yourself, what the heck, man? So I found this lasagna, and oh my goodness, it's a godsend because it's no boiling required. Just layer and bake. How amazing is that? So this could be found at your local Kroger's, KFC, Ralph's, Fred Meyer, or wherever. I'm not pimping the brand, but because I was looking for a gluten-free, but I think with all these yummy spices and stuff and almond milk ricotta, I don't think we need to worry about the gluten-free. Plus, I don't have gluten issues. Neither does Doug. Neither does Sebastian. All right. So let's move on to this. Oops. All right. Let's put this over here. So the first thing we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? To assemble, that's great. First layer, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna be lazy. I have tomato sauce in a can. Don't judge. This time is definitely a factor here. I don't want to go an hour on this. So, tomato sauce. Because I think, you know, with everything that's flavorful here, you're not going to really notice it's just regular canned tomato sauce. Besides, when you can, cut corners, right guys? Alright, tomato sauce. And then add noodles. First thing noodles. Alright, there's 1, 2. I'm not sure what happened to this noodle.
Yeah, cheese.
Not yet, huh? Cheese will be for the last part of it.
Where is it?
I think it's in the cheese drawer at the very bottom. You would think I would have assembling this together by now, but I don't. Okay, then thick layer of meat sauce, another layer of noodles. Okay. Any comments? Nope. Layering, layering, layering. Is there a song for that? Layering, 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 layering the lasagna. No comments? No comments from the peanut gallery. Alright. First layer down. Now I gotta put some more pasta. You know what's interesting about this Pyrex dish and the pasta is you put the 4 pieces down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a section here for the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just, well, that's not what I was gonna do, but that'll work. Put that down like so. Put it in there. And then it calls for the ricotta, I believe is up next. Next comes ricotta and more noodle on top. Alright. So ricotta. This is going on nicely. Alright, no banging of the spoon. I have to make sure I don't have a big neck. I think it's supposed to be all the ricotta, yeah. See, now if I made this all the time, I wouldn't have to defer to my notes. But this is a comfort food, more of a winter because it requires turning on the oven and heating up the whole house. And in Palm Springs, when it's 100 and some odd degrees outside, you don't want to be turning on the oven. So that's why we bought an air fryer and a pressure cooker, so we can do some single pot meals and not heat the whole house. Alright. I think I'm going to use this spatula. There we go. Just get it nice and spread in there. Looks good. Phew. Since I had my bumbles, I got my oven preheated. Now I'm nice and warm in this kitchen. My bumbles, meaning my mistake starting the video out. My bumbles. What the heck is a bumble, Victor? I don't know. It's a made-up word I just did. All right, more noodles. Ooh, I just didn't have enough noodles for this. In you go, in you go, in you go. Same thing with the last strip of noodle. I'm just gonna break it in half. Yay, that cooperated. Down you go. Down you go. One last piece, there you go. Now we're gonna do another layer of meat. This is a lot of meat sauce. So far so good, I'm not spilling. So how many of you guys remember home economic in high school? Do you guys remember that? Are you old enough to remember? Well, when I went to high school back in the day in California, one of the options elective was cooking and auto mechanic. Well, you know me by now, auto mechanic was not my thing. Oops, I made a mess. So I took cooking, and I was, I think, one of 3 boys in the class, and the rest was all girls. So it was kind of awkward, but I thought, I love to cook, so why don't I take cooking as an elective? That would be fun. So I did that, and then a funny anecdote I could tell you about that is this one boy had his water. I think we were making, what were we making? Jello or something? I can't remember. That was many, many moons ago. And so he put the water in the bowl, the mixing bowl, and put the mixing bowl on the stove. And I'm like, that's not how it goes. You're supposed to put it in the pot first, then put it on the stove. He goes, oh, okay, thanks, Victor. I said, no problem. I said, I didn't want you to, you know, burn down the school or anything like that. So that was fun. And then another time, we left our sink overflowing for dishes. I said fur. And so the sink, we left the water running. And I was like, your water is running. I'm like, oops. So he ran over to turn off the water and whoom, right on my butt I went. But hey, cooking, what can you do, right? All right, so now I'm going to do top with mozzarella because that looks pretty good there.
You need a pan.
Yeah, a baking sheet instead. So this I actually picked up at Whole Foods. It's a, I was looking because last time they had almond milk ricotta that was really good. They didn't have it, so this is the mozzarella made with chickpea. So I hope it's good. Smells okay. Smells like mozzarella. Let's get it nice and covered. Does that looks good? That looks good, I think, huh? Alrighty. That looks pretty good. Things out of the way. onto the baking sheet. Now to loosely wrap it with foil. Now I need to adjust the oven racks, so bear with me. In the center it goes. Okay. Set time, 30 minutes. Start. Oops, wrong button. Start. 30 minutes. All right. Guys, now it's time to chitty chat. You guys have anything to chitty chat about? Let's see. Kendra's here. Thank you for letting me know you couldn't see the kitchen. Dwayne is watching. Hi, Dwayne. We got a new chef, Julia Child, very funny, hee hee hee. Christopher popped in, I said hi. Geraldo. Anything you guys for me to say? What's going on? Anything to chat about? Checking for comments. Okay, so earlier I had mentioned to you guys, unfortunately 30 minutes is a long time for this to go, but earlier I had mentioned that doing this makes me very, 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 very nervous, shy, and it's, like I said, it's so odd because I'm not really a shy person. If you know me, I'm a chitty chatter and outgoing, easy to get along with. I was telling Doug, this reminds me of like the first time I did a talent show in high school. A friend of mine came up to me and said, "You're going to be in the talent show." And I was like, I am? Okay, all right. And then so I spent several days trying my best to figure out an excuse to get out of that because I did not want to be on stage in front of all these fellow classmates and so forth. So that made me very nervous. And then one day I said, you know what, you just gotta try it, Victor. Just do it. Who cares, right? So I found, couldn't think of a song, and then I remembered, oh, I could sing a song from that the chorus sang when I went to Carson High School, right, in Carson City. So the day came for talent show, and I can tell you for a fact that I can laugh at myself still that I was so nervous. My stomach was turning with butterflies. I felt sick. So I went into the rehearsal, and the music teacher ran through the piece with me a couple of times with the piano. And again, I wasn't sure how well a chorus song would go. I mean, not a chorus song, but a choir song would go over at a talent show. But luckily for me, I was number 4 in that, so I was able to get on and get off. So nervous, shaky knees, thought for sure I was going to choke. And then when I got on the stage, the spotlight was so bright that you can't even see the audience. So when the music started, I just did it and gave it my all. And the funny thing about that story is when I was done, I was actually glad I did it. I overcame my fear, and I was so thrilled. In fact, I wanted to go on again, but being shy that I was back then, you know, I definitely was glad I did it, but was, like I said, very afraid to do it. So that comes to play with this whole thing, cooking and going live and talking to you people, to you people. So I hope to keep trying to do these videos, and it's definitely a learning process over time. I can hopefully get it right without any hiccups. So let's see, is anyone talking? Any comments? Nope. No comments. No one's talking. No one's talking. Well, this is my apron. This is the back of the apron. This is the side of the apron. Now you like it. No one talking. So this is the hard part, but no one's talking. Okay, so what I'll do now is, this is going to take a while, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, I can do some scallion. Let me cut those up real quick for topping. Cricket stuff. Crickets. No one's talking. Oh, I can use this cutting board. So I guess the hard part is the downtime for it to cook. I guess I can always just come back online and take a picture like last time. Doug is such a great studio audience. He's so awesome. And a great helper too. So I'm going to take some scallion and chop it up for garnishing at the end. Sebastian's taking a bath?
No, watching.
Oh, Sebastian's watching. I'm sure he has a lot to say about me. Alright, let's chop up some scallion. I'm waiting for comments. No comments. Crickets. It's like crickets out there. No one's talking. Yeah, I don't expect you guys to sit online for 30 minutes while this cooks. So what I'm going to do is just go offline and show the end product. Or I could come back online with a quick video and show you guys. What do you guys think? Any thoughts? No thoughts? No concerns? No one cares?
Here.
Oh, thanks, man. You're such a helper. Oops, get in there. Okay. Yeah, so 23 minutes left. That's a long way to go. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to sign you off with my delicious, absolutely fabulous roast Kennedy that my sexy husband made for me. Well, not husband, but my lover best friend. Alright guys, so I'm going to say goodbye. Don't forget, I'm on YouTube, Victor Jesse DeLeo, and I will have my videos up there for the closed caption. I do believe it is 4 o'clock. Time for the cats to get their greenies or I'll never hear the end of it, right? Right, Sebastian?
I think he wants food.
I think he wants food too. You would think the poor cat's starving. Alright, bye guys. Thanks for tuning in. Here I come as a close-up so I can turn off the camera. Oops, don't fall. Okay, where's the stop button? Darn it. See, the tripod is in the way, so I can't get to the buttons. Let's look at the food while I try to sign off. Oh, because the chat head was in the way.